in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Oh, shoot.
Yellow. 15. Here we go, 15. Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now wasted time. He'll throw.
There you go, Big Jones.
Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Let's go, JT.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fuck. I gotta pick this play.
They'll run the option left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Good swat. Good use of swat. There you go, Quikos. I would have went for that pick. That would have been a catch.
Man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
So y'all just not gonna block my man, huh?
There on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Move! Man, that would have been a touchdown. Good blocking. That would have been a touchdown if dude moved. In my fucking way.
He's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's
this bum quarterback. You got to get it out. That's touchdown. You get that out over. Perfect play call. He released.
That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it.
Oh, you got to get that over his head.
He paid the price with that turnover.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows explosive movement. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then he's free going down the left side.
Let's go, JT. JT, a motherfucking beast.
Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Man, this game should be.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's got some space here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Mahomes to throw. As he threw it there,
come on,
that one winds up
Gilly.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Yellow.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that falls
Good
to the
break
ground,
up.
incomplete.
Good way Thomas
Nice
came
job
down
of
on him
bottling him
hard.
up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Good.
And the throw there gonna be
Knockout, baby.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw?
Y'all this bum-ass team trying, boy.
Dime defense, blanketed the field
Bum-ass
with extra
team I got.
defensive backs and speed,
Fuck.
unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard
Man,
line.
JT. Oh, man, JT is a monster, bro.
Berth on the line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Hey, QB, that's probably the best throw you do all season. Threw that much right out of bounds on the what's that shit we call I was throwing the ball away. He threw that ball right out of bounds because he was in the pocket.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Come on.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That nigga, he okay.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Peterson. Forced out to him, and he can't find anywhere to go.
That's a legal touch, man. He ran right into my receiver because he was about to clear him, and he ran right into him. They gotta get this. It's in the game. Man, gotta use that shit, man.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is...
Let's go.
Bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Man, he got so lucky. Oh, he got so lucky. That was touchdown. Oh, man.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em, 'cause when you feel it in your soul.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction, and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right.
Throw for Pittman is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snow touchdown.
I didn't even pick a beat. I wasn't even ready.
From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The 20.
I'm surprised it's slow ass. Oh, it's slow ass. I read him.
79 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
Good breakup.
With this group right now, this is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, 57, 57.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Good way to break up on that.
Excellent.
Good way to come in and break them
that
up.
Was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Now Peterson on 1st down. that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Oh boy, they be killing me with that.
Beyond the first down marker to his
What is
receiver,
that?
but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Run to the weak side and then what that mean? I can't throw? That shit be baffling me. Do you mean to tell me he can't run to his left and throw?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Peterson now throwing on 3rd and long. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's got room at the 30.
Man,
JT, to the 25 before it's all said and done. To convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
To throw is Peterson, throwing on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs 17.
Hey man, this dude is ridiculous, boy.
They got 8 yards there.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy can block, a guy can catch, and a guy can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. These two teams all tied after one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Peterson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So nothing doing
Man,
there.
if he could have got that out on time, that's a touchdown.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Peterson.
I was too scared to test it. If I had a real QB, I would hit it on. Tried.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And Mahomes going to run again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Go get him, Blackman.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He sets to fire deep.
What a throw. What? That's the best throw you made all year. In the few games I played with your bum ass, 68 overall last QB, yeah, that was a throw.
I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Come on, you gotta pick that, Black. That could be a game sealer right there, Black. You gotta pick that.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
What's up, baby?
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first
I can't hear
down.
you. Nah, y'all can do that. Y'all home. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Y'all out for the weekend.
Now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to
that's
think
what
that it
happened
wouldn't
when you
continue
drop
here in this title
interceptions
game.
you're supposed to have.
Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Good D, y'all.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal from 28 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Peterson dancing to his left. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Peterson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Blocked up.
That was a passer's nightmare.
It must have
The
got
front
blocked
door
up. Then they
totally
just let
shut
it go.
down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
They really gonna have
and the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Now that's a terrible throw by that Pat Mahomes. I don't know how he overthrew that motherfucker like that.
They'll take over.
I ain't gonna lie, that man be
The
tripping.
rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit
Man
him.
be tripping.
And he'll learn
No pressure.
that you
Like,
have to hold the safety, and you do that with
why-
your head
why would he
movement,
throw
your
that ball
eyes,
like that?
sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to
That's
the throw that
crazy.
you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get
that wasn't Mahomes?
And just 18 seconds
okay,
until halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
I just wonder why. Oh, okay, so that wasn't even Patty. Okay, that makes sense then.
The interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Let's go.
Got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Shit. Man, these motherfucking Colts came out here balling, boy. JT a beast. That's my nigga.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peterson.
What the fuck?
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they
I didn't even see. Look what he did. I'm looking at.
expecting something else.
That was a terrible. That just threw me off. That was a terrible ass pass. He threw that mug clean out of bounds. This bum ass QB I got is. He made a good throw today though, but this nigga terrible.
Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41. Back to throw. Peterson buying time to his left. He'll find
Ass out of bounds.
complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Be real, fuck. Finish this shit.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little.
I think 93, 94. Some shit like that. Yeah, he got some speed.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Good way that shit, that motherfucking zone held him up just long enough.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. This one is
I read that shit all the way to. I ran right over there with his ass.
Because in the snow, you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And
they would not let me undercut,
especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. 15. 15, 15. Here goes 15. Hey, Rimley.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Let's go.
He tries to force it in.
Use it.
Well,
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their
Rodgers
drives
out here
have
having
ended in
the game
turnovers
of his
already,
life.
and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running left, Taylor.
They trying to they try to strip him. They try to strip him and shit.
Because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Because they were trying to strip instead of tackle.
The give to Taylor. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Man,
Taylor.
yeah, I didn't even block dude ass at all.
He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Peterson on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep there with his first punt.
They always, and everybody always do let that CPU make them tackles.
Hardman on the return.
Man, he kicked that ball short
On
as
that
hell.
punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Yeah, he a monster.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
I tried, man, come on. I want to give me a fumble right there. I met his ass in the hole.
It gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Shit, that's Chase. I think Chase might be back. He was hurt. Shit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Man, I wonder what is my cornerback doing? How's he always getting around him like that? Why
To prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what
she said, man, let's go ahead and get up out of here.
Sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Ah, damn.
Mahomes on third.
Quick tightening. Right before I got caught on defense.
Stop just before the 35. On first down, Mahomes. And this is
oh, did they just? Wow. They just gave you. You didn't even think you didn't even think you caught it. Right. I'm like, pick.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
What, the high ball shit?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25.
I'm trying to tell me, if you get that swerve right, man, it's a wrap. They gonna give you that animation, and it's over.
Their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They gripping the shit out of him.
56 yards rushing.
Man, this game over. I'm gonna put this shit on.
Wide open football, a lot of spread formations,
make the clock go faster.
But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that?
This shit.
Breaking the tackle, and late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Man, JT a beast. Matter of fact, your ass could concede right now, and they give me the win. Yeah, that's what. We ain't even got to go through all this.
Now we give to Taylor. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to.
I think I did it before.
At this point, right?
Like I was up, like
the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, shit, they'll have to set that
First down
motherfucker.
run
My
got
ass got to get up
5.
out of
Here's
here.
2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Shit, man. JT ass lit up again right now. Ain't shit y'all gonna be able to do with him anyway.
All the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
1st and 10, Taylor now to the 27-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the field goal.
Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here now,
field,
baby. I know this shit has restarted, so fuck my timing up.
And that's off the right upright.
Yeah, just concede the chop. See if it worked. I gotta go there, set the force win. If it don't,